this is how she looks right now. Alright, so you saw the car roll. I was able to do that just one night. I had the few installs the next day, so I had to do it. So this is how she looks right now. Got myself the Ark Widebody. I don't know if you guys remember, this is the Widebody that I got for my old drift car. And I ended up jumping on a different shell. So I sold these to Jake. Jake just started parting out his car, so I just picked them up from Jake. So it just basically came back to me, but came back to me in the worst shape ever. I mean, it does happen because he dailies his jet scoop, so it's just a little banged up here and there. The hood is just temporarily on there because I don't want to damage leaving the hood somewhere, knock it down or something. So that's the reason. But you notice the BK2 front end, I did make this little bar here. I bent the bar to make the BK2 headlights. This is how she looks right now. You ready? Bam. So this little bar here is just temporary, just to kind of guide everything. But I made this and bent this out for the car in the other bay, which is the red, the BK1 jet scoop. I did it intentionally so I could use it on this car. That car is going to get the BK1 front end, and it'll be sold that way. But this way I can have just some more guideline, because I'm gonna put a bash bar in here. That's my plan. I'm gonna probably tub this a little bit here too, or just chop it off clean. And I'm gonna end up going with a full bash bar to front end, like I wanted for one of the old drift cars. I already had the bash bar made for the old drift car, if you remember. So right now it's just taped up to see how it looks and all. I know how it looks, but you know how it was cut and whatnot for the fender. I wasn't sure if that's going to cover up everything, and it does. And the rib nut they use is just a little awkward size that I don't normally use, so I had to find out the bolt pattern and buy these bunch of bolts for it. So yeah, it was a bitch to take these off, but I have to do that. I'm just fitting some body parts back on to see what I'm missing. I do have a bunch of OEM parts from junk cars and stuff. Good thing that I've been saving. But the trunk latch that's supposed to go back on here, they chopped off all the mounts for it, so I'm only going to be able to kind of use the quick release or hood latch stuff for the trunk, which is no problem. I guess some people misunderstood where I'm going with this drift car. I'm basically transferring everything from my old drift car to this one, but it will have the cage and a little bit of different setup. I can't afford to do the same swap that Matt did. Just top of my head, that car he probably has spent easy 100+ grand. That's not happening. It is going to be a budget build, but I'll do my best to kind of make it efficient and perform. Maybe something you didn't expect, and some people are already saying, oh, he ruined it. But again, that's why I actually had to show you guys how I got the car as a chassis, literally just sitting. So you should be comparing how I got the car, not how Matt took it to, which is just to the extreme level. I'm still learning, so I'm just gonna stay with basically stock engine. Yeah, same engine, same turbo, everything's gonna be the same thing. Made the car roll, but I wasn't able to steer. Again, it used to be the right-hand drive conversion on this, so I had to kind of put the stock. This is just a temporary, just to move the car around, because I gotta steer this. It's nice and solid, but just kind of spot welded just to get around and move the car in and out of the shop. Got the clutch reservoir and brake pedal back in here. So what I'm really waiting for is I could only work on this car after work. And again, like I said, I've been installing customers' cars, flashing ECUs and mailing them out. That's what I spent majority of the day. And after I'm done with all the work, I start working on my car for a bit. So somebody said, oh, you already got this car rolling and stuff. But I could get this done a lot quicker if I just get on this car solely. The challenge for this project is just reverting the car back to stock. That's the hardest part. So he must have like some aftermarket individual reservoir type stuff in here. So which I can't afford, I mean, once again. So I'm just gonna go back to stock and whatever at my level. Once again, don't hate. It's just basically going to be similar to what I've been building, plus the roll cage and some tubing and stuff like that. And maybe I'll make it a little bit more wild. I did the poll last night and people want the livery on this thing, which I'm not really a fan of. I'll see how it goes. So I'm basically just gonna do the OEM radiator support in the front and just put everything back together. It's missing a bunch of like places where you mount these fuse boxes, harnesses. So that's the part that I just have to figure out. But other than that, it was all straightforward. I'll show you where we stand as of now. So basically the same setup that I had in the red car. Front support, SFR logo, intercooler, thread stone, if you didn't watch the other video. If you want to know about the whole spec on this car, there's a video for it, so just go check it out. But BK2 externally wastegated modified turbo, kicks ass pretty much. Stock BK2 engine. I don't know if you noticed, but this hood looks a little weird. What I did was I actually just kind of shaved this part down so it could flip more like the 240 guys do. But only problem is it could only work when you have the fenders off. So in case if I have to work on like taking the engine out or whatever on the track, this will come in handy. I'll just take the fenders off and, you know, service it. Put the Brembos back in. I was working on the rear one and I'm done. I have to do the install tomorrow for our customer's car, so I'm just gonna stop here. First thing, come in and just clean up the shop a little bit, move this car out the way. One thing I'm just waiting on is the clutch. When the clutch comes in, I could probably finish the whole drivetrain and make the car run. Just brake lines and the fuel lines will be two things that mainly left. But other than that, it's just straightforward. We might remake the whole front end intercooler piping. My last set was just like all the scraps and stuff. So hope you guys excited while I'm doing the work. If you want to watch how I do things, and if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment. If you're excited, give a thumbs up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one.